Hello and greetings from Iceland. This update is quite short, and to make up for it, I will have some good footage to show you, of course. And I am starting with Bárðarbunga volcano, Iceland's hotspot, above the mantle plume. And that magma chamber has been reloading since the 2014 eruption, and videos got hit with a magnitude 5.4 earthquake there at a very little depth, only 700 meters, which is actually quite common. We see those shallow earthquakes also at Katla volcano. And what I did now is that I took a chart that I made in April and upgraded it. And the outcome was a bit surprising, since the seismic activity in Bárðarbunga it dropped so much last summer. And here we can see how much it has been fluctuating. So what November brings, it could be interesting. I am, however, going to stick to what I said earlier. According to scientists, the magma chamber isn't full. So it might be the expanding magma chamber that is triggering those earthquakes that often come with very few aftershocks. And when Bárðarbunga shakes, I tend to look at the next door systems. Hamarinn, that is located here, and of course Grímsvötn, that can turn extremely nasty. Although my generation has only experienced minor eruptions, and Bárðarbunga has triggered eruptions in those neighboring systems. And there are just so many of them. Like when we move a bit closer, we see this little glacier-capped volcano there beside Bárðarbunga. And I drove by last summer and parked my car here during the golden hour and filmed this very little known sibling of Bárðarbunga quite well. And as you can see, I was having a very good time while doing it. And this nice little volcano has a name that is likely very hard to pronounce for the foreign media, or Tungnafellsjökull. And when I was driving by last summer, I shot way more than this. So I will have to make that into a separate video, and it will also be a part of my upcoming travel story. It just took me so long time to process all the footage from those trips. And this is the first proper photo I got of the volcano Hamarinn. So I was quite pleased with this drive-by because I'm always trying to include some new footage in every update. And I look forward to show you the full version from here. So let's move to the Reykjanes Peninsula. Things got a bit hot on social media today when an earthquake swarm was detected literally under the Blue Lagoon. And that story made it to the news, and they called the Met Office, and the Met Office told the news that we will look into this. And suddenly, the earthquakes were removed from the map, and it was announced that they were due to explosions from a drilling project by the power plant. So I started to wonder what kind of drilling project is ongoing there. And I have to film that drilling platform next time when I'm around. And it is a fact that the Blue Lagoon, it sits almost directly above the magma chamber or magma sill that feeds those eruptions and gradually filling up right now. So to be exploding something above the magma chamber sounds a bit odd, to say the least, especially since the next eruption could start any day now. And like you have most likely seen through the webcams, it has been snowing in Reykjavík and the Reykjanes Peninsula, and it has actually been snowing more in October than ever before this time of year. This is a new record. And now we have another weather system taking over, wet and windy, which is not good with all this snow. but the webcam view, it might get better. So this is just what to expect this time of year. The next eruption might not be as easy to film as the last eruptions. And one of my viewers who is deep into this, he just sent me an email and said the eruption will start tomorrow, October 31st. And since he was spot on last time, I got a bit worried. But looking deeper into this, I don't see enough earthquakes to see this about to start. And when this starts, I would actually prefer to have some snow. It's an excellent backdrop for volcanoes, and the December eruption in 2023, it would have looked very nice from my new drone. And the drone that I had back then, it was far from capturing what I was hoping to see. Not just the distance and the very wide lens without any zoom, it was the wind that made that eruption extremely hard to work with. And I drove close to 1,000 kilometers for only a few minutes of not very impressive footage, although it has good documentary value. And I actually don't expect this to start tomorrow, although it is technically possible. Scientists remain very silent about this. It's just not looking good for them to get things wrong too often, because this has been so unpredictable. And all I expect now is that November will be big month here on the channel. And then I have all this footage from last autumn. And when the eruption finally starts, I'm not sure if I will sit down and make a video right away. If the filming conditions will be excellent, that will be my priority. I need 5 hours to drive to the Reykjanes Peninsula. I might just take my stuff, throw it in the car and take off. Go straight to the peninsula, film, and go from there to Reykjavik, set up my temporary office there at my friend's place, and do a few updates from there. So that's the plan now. And with that, I'm sending you best regards from the volcano island, Iceland.